I'm a delivery principal based in London. And I guess my role as a delivery principal is to support a number of delivery teams and work streams across ELUC. Previous to Maytech, I was working at the Royal Institute of British Architects as a head of delivery there, building software for architects in the construction industry, but decided to make a bit of a career change about a year ago. It's almost a year that I've been at Maytech, and I've been here since and never looked back. Working in a partnership, I guess in the public sector, more and more, the projects that we work on are quite large, complex. There's lots of moving parts, dependencies. So it can be difficult, for one partner or supplier to have the capacity or capabilities to be able to deliver all aspects of a project or a program. It's good to partner with these people so that you can bring specialisms from all across different skill sets to deliver some of these complex projects. Sometimes a client might want to have multiple partners just to help them manage the load a little bit, spread the load. Generally, Maytech, we've got good capabilities in all areas of project delivery, but sometimes there's certain areas that a partner might have extra value in. Some of the benefits, I guess, are probably that you've got people from different backgrounds. You've got opportunities to learn from some of those other partners, and also takes the pressure off you as well. But again, I guess the challenges to all of that is agree sort of the approaches, managing governance, tracking dependencies, and then communication. Communication channels. Who's communicating, when they're communicating. Make sure you kind of agree on all of those things. They can be some of the challenges that you might face when you're working with a partner. So in terms of advice, in terms of working with a partner or in partnership, I guess you probably just want to make sure everyone's clear on their roles and responsibilities and agree the scope of work that each partner is delivering before you kind of go into the engagement with the clients. I guess you also want to agree ways of working before you engage with the client as well. So you're clear from a partnership perspective, how you'll be communicating with each other, different types of cadence you might have for project governance. You might have weekly status or governance updates with that partner that aren't done in front of the client. They're kind of done on a partnership level. You probably want to just work through some of the pros and cons of some of the different approaches to delivery as well, and make sure you kind of agree just generally how you might approach that type of project. So is it going to be Scrum, Kanban? Are you going to use Scaled, Safe, Nexus? It's good to try and have a rough idea on how you might approach it early on in the project. Probably the other thing to keep in mind is just working in the open and using open channels, shared collaboration spaces, just making sure that there's good communication and good open working so everyone knows what's happening across the different aspects of the project, and that kind of supports just better communication. And I guess all of that helps to build trust as well with your partner, so they know that you're committed to making that partnership work by working in the open, making sure you can come together to agree different ways of working and approaches, showing a commitment and trust to one another. Disagreements aspect, it's a tricky one, but hopefully you're able to kind of work through any tricky decisions together as a partnership. You can work through the pros and the cons, just practically just work through it and talk through it. There's generally a prime or a lead partner, so it might be that you do need to take a little bit of a steer and kind of follow the lead partner a bit. So you have to be open-minded, I guess, and be able to be flexible in terms of your approaches, and be open to the idea that some approaches might fail, and that's okay. The whole aspect of being agile is about learning, failing fast. So even if you might not completely agree to the approach, I think the really important thing is that you're committed to the delivery and making the project a success. So you still kind of commit to doing the work, trying to make it work. But if things don't work out, then you learn from that.